Alright guys, so now we're looking at serve receive. This is when all of your passing that you guys have pretty much just goes to crap. You guys need to focus on what we do with that run throughs and try to apply it serve receive. Most of the time, you're all standing straight up, you're all off the ground. This is a great shot of Morgan's face. I don't even know why I did that. Anyways. And you guys just kind of lose what you're focusing on. I need you guys to focus on your technique right here. So I can just tell right there, Caro standing straight up. Right there, no movement to the ball, standing straight up. You guys are all standing straight up. At least look at footwork. Still look at your footwork. Let's try to get a platform on the ball. Your goal is always to get at least something on the ball. Get something on the ball. Start low. The reason you didn't get to that ball is you didn't start low enough and you just wasted time. Here you go. All your momentum is moving backwards. You guys can always be moving through the ball. Take a step back, move forward. These aren't hard jump serves. Right here, jumping off the ground. You gotta. I mean, sometimes you want to stand up and pass the ball that's that deep if you want to pass it your platform, but you got to get your shoulders facing the target at least, or it's just going to go off. I mean, it's just physics. Right here, here's classical Erica. This is kind of what we kept telling her about. Look how her foot just kind of comes off, everything's standing straight up. You got to find a way to keep your shoulders over your toes. If that involves passing with your hands, that's fine. Here we go. Look at this. You're looking at the ceiling right now. This is a problem with you. I mean, look at this. Is just terrible follow through. You're off the ground. You should never, ever leave the ground. Hannah, you leave the ground almost every single time you pass the ball. At least Morgan, I mean, at least you're staying low. You didn't get anything turned back. Here we go. I think you were just kind of scared here, Taylor. But look, you're off the ground. Feet are off the ground. Hands are out there. You're not facing towards the target. It hits you in the hands. So everything bad that could probably happen just happened. So it's never good. Right here, got caught, standing straight up. Stay low, pass with your hands. If you would have stayed just at your starting position, that would have been right at your forehead. And you could have passed it easily with your hands. If you don't want to pass with your hands, you have to back up. Right here, I think we need to look at how you have 1 foot off the ground and your platform. Look at this follow through. You need to be following through towards the target. That follow through is never going to help you do anything, especially when you're starting out with the ball, on your hip or on your shoulder, pretty much. Here we go. That's okay. I mean, at least simple. Just footwork. Your feet should never be side by side. You should have one ball. Your momentum should be forward anytime a ball is in front of you. I think Lauren, I usually like looking at her. She usually takes a good shuffle and passes. Look, shuffle and pass. It's good footwork at least. Their shoulders are facing. I mean, you can see where the ball's going to go. It's going to go to the left side of the court. You can see it before she even passes. That was perfect footwork. Shuffle and step. Mackenzie, you got to start. I mean, your heels are off the ground almost the same as everyone else. Your feet are off the ground every time you're passing the ball, and that's just like the #1 no-no. Let's see what we have here. I think this is just kind of like, Erica, you don't get to good passing position until here. You should start here. I mean, you just saw how much time you wasted. You just wasted half a second, and that's why you didn't get this ball. You have to start low, and it just saves you time. That's why we tell you to start low. It's saving you time. You wasted time going from high to low, and then that's the difference between a ball that touches your platform and a ball that you just can't even touch. This ball looks like it's just going to go straight up. Technically that was Taylor's ball. Obviously she's mad at her. Just tell her, hey, that's your ball. Don't have to get mad at her. Say, hey, that's not my ball. You guys need to figure out whose ball is what. Look like there you kind of stood up through it. I was kind of talking, but from what I saw. Right here, Taylor, you just stand straight up. Your weight's over your heels. You don't have anything over your toes. And all your momentum's going forward. There's no way this ball is going to stay on our side of the net. All your momentum is going forward. You've got to get, on those balls right there, you got to get stopped. You got to get it back towards the target. Chelsea, you're standing a little bit too far forward. You have deep balls right here. So, I mean, you're not really in position to get those balls. Anytime you're middle back, you have deep balls. That's okay, but, I mean, your shoulders really aren't facing the target. And you're standing straight up. And there's great follow-through technique by Chelsea. You guys should all try to do that. That's okay. I mean, you're off the ground. Everyone wants you off the ground. I mean, it's just your shoulders are pointing towards the target, but you're kind of swinging it. It got there just because that's the only reason it got there, because of your shoulders. Miscommunication. Somebody has to be aggressive. This is just an in-between ball. One of you guys have to take it. And that follow-through and that's never going to get it done. That's always going to happen. That shankster's always going to happen. If you want the ball, take the ball. Right here, it's just your follow through. I mean, you always see all your weights going backwards. You have plenty of time. If you have from the time that the ball, that's simple. That was a simple pass. I had to commentate on that. Here we go, standing straight up. 1 foot off the ground. But like I was saying before with Morgan, I mean, you have plenty of time from the time that the ball is served to where it gets to you. I mean, these girls aren't serving hard balls. You got to get behind it and step to the ball. And again, even though you were low, your feet off the ground. I mean, you're just every single time your feet are off the ground. Here we go, another person standing straight up, feet off the ground. It's not just one of you, it's all of you. I mean, this is why we can't contact the ball above your head instead of in front of your head. This ball's going to go to the wall, I bet. Yep, no way that ball's getting there. You just have to bench press it, and that's just, you're not strong enough. None of you guys are. Here's another face by Morgan. It's just, anyways, I don't remember what I was saying before, but here we go. So this ball's probably going to go straight up, just because you're standing straight up and it hits you pretty much in the biceps. Shoulders over your toes. Your shoulders are over your heels right now, and you're standing straight up. Ball went straight up. Maybe sometimes that's okay whenever you're on the 10-foot line. Done by Erica. Probably going to see this foot. You see the foot creeping up? And there it is. Oh, yeah. That's what we're talking about, Erica. You don't see it, but now you're seeing it. That's what we keep talking about. Standing straight up. The ball is never going anywhere towards the target. Shoulders are towards the target. Your feet are off the ground. The only reason this ball, you just kind of wait till it got beside you and you want to swing around it. Get behind it, step through it. This is just causing you to jump. You're going to have to jump every time you hit that ball. And it looked like you kind of oversteered it and it went somewhere else. Kara, you need to watch the ball hit your platform. That probably would have solved that problem. And obviously, you weren't really there, but you could still make a good pass just by looking at the ball. Shoulders right here aren't faced towards the target. This ball's probably going to go. Yep, and it's gone. Gotta get those shoulders turned back. That's going to keep changing. It's just physics. The ball's coming from the other side of the court. If you don't, stop it, that's what's going to happen. That's just, the serve receive's tough for you girls, though. This ball looks like it's below your chin. That's the difference between your forehead and your chin. Below your chin's going to go down. The serve receive is tough for you girls. A lot of you girls haven't even played volleyball before. Serve receive is just like repetition. You just have to figure out what the ball is doing and how to get there and to judge it. At least you're on the ground here, but you're standing straight up. Even Lauren's standing straight up every single time that she serve receives. Unless the ball is right in front of her, she doesn't have to move. That was okay. It was simple, but you're not moving to the ball. You got lucky that ball looked in. Taylor, you're back. You have deep middle. This ball is out to your right. You have to get the ball in, in the center line. You're never going to get that ball to target. Get that ball in front of your face.